If you are looking for Ultimate Team coins, I have the place for you. Head on over to easymutcoin.com where you can purchase coins for as little as $45 a mil. I did not stutter. Link is in the description. Use code GS for 5% off. What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jess. Welcome back to another Madden 21 video. And today, a lot of things going on today. So first off, let me go ahead and give a shout out to, I'm not really sure how to pronounce your Twitter name. L-B-O-V-I-E-R, looks like El Bavor, or you know I'm talking about you, my man. El Bavor 3, Sad Titans fan, King Henry, rightful Offensive Player of the Year on Twitter, who went ahead and hit me up, and he had said, Nelson, check this out, right? There's a new house rules person that you could probably use. He said, yo, GS, you thought about grinding house rules for the new A.J. Brown. Almost identical to Devontae Parker. And he had him on Mudhead side by side, which I truly appreciate that. Then you can use that 93-94 power pass somewhere else. That's what I'm talking about, man. Coming together with ideas, man. You were real. I appreciate you. So I said, you know what? Now that we have Diggs, I don't need Parker no more because Parker's now my third receiver. And I mean, a third receiver for my offense, it's okay, right? But nowhere near as valuable as my 1 and 2 because I primarily have my 1 and 2 receivers as, you know, my go-tos. And the third receiver, not so much. But now that he's there, he's not all that necessary. So he's expendable, right? That gives me a power pass to use elsewhere. So let me go ahead and grind it out. And grind it out we did. We did. We got 30 wins in the house, 35, excuse me. And it took forever. It took a while. It took me some time. Not only that, I finished grinding this, no lie. I know exactly when 427 this morning because my group chat hit me up like, yo, we trying to get on squads. And I was like, I literally just finished my last house rules game. I'm game. And we ran through 2 Super Bowls today. Not 1, but 2. So the rewards are on fleek, baby. They on fleek. We got some coins here. And we got a whole bunch of trophies that we were able to go on ahead and get from, excuse me, from the house rules. So, and again, what I really love about my guy El Bouvet, you got to pronounce that. You got to help me out in the comment section. Break it down in syllables because we all know I'm not the smartest guy in the room. Is that you know that we had a 93-94 power play. You're following along with the series, and I appreciate that. So, I thought, hold on, before we even get to there, let's do all this first. We got 500 trophies. We're almost at 800. Excuse me. We got a whole bunch of coins. Some from the house rules. Most of them from grinding all those Super Bowls today. And we have, now, I think that's all of them, 414K, baby! Let's go. And we got trophies, which we're going to go on ahead and liquidate. So then we're going to go on ahead. And we also got legend rewards. We also got legend rewards. I mean, not legend rewards. I mean, we also got the what are they called? MUT rewards. There we go. We got MUT rewards today as well. So we're going to go on ahead. We're going to liquidate these trophies. Now, next year, I'm not going to be able to do the same thing, right? I'm not going to be able to go on ahead and eat the same way I have been this year off of squads. Now, the reason why I'm able to grind squads so heavily is that our OC, who is Risky, my guy, he sold this team early on, not a little bit ago, right? Pretty much, you know, he was done with Madden, even though he was OCing for us. If you guys watched the video where I'm like, this 1 million IQ move wins us 500,000, like he was our OC there, and we won that squads tournament. But he played a lot of, you know, head-to-head as well. And his problem was that he would play, and we all know head-to-head can be extremely frustrating. He would go on ahead and play hours of head-to-head, play weekend league, and then he would jump from there onto squads. So by the time he played squads with us, he already ran through, you know, 15 head-to-head games, and that can take its toll on anyone. You understand? So, you know, that could definitely be rough to deal with. So he sold his team. Right, he was like, I'm done. I'm just not interested. I hate the game, and I just, you know, not looking forward to touching it. I don't want to play it. I'm done. So he ends up quitting. But then he gets the itch to play back, in squads because we still got a few tournaments left. And he's like, you know what? If you guys need me, I'll play. Let me know if you guys want to run. So since he sold his team, he uses my main account, the FTO tactician account. So because he uses my main account, because my team has everything you need offensively to run an offense, I hop on this account to head coach. So I'm double dipping when we play squads. When we win a Super Bowl, I'm winning 400K. I'm winning 200K on my main account and then 200K on my budget account. Now, obviously, next year I'm not gonna excuse me, I'm not gonna be able to do that because my main account will be, when I play squads, it's gonna be used by me, and then that's just gonna leave my side account, my budget squad. Now I'm still gonna look to play squads though. I'm still gonna look to find people to play with on my budget account, but I'm not gonna be able to double dip how I'm doing now. When we play squads, he's Risky's on my main account, I'm on this account, and we're just eating. I'm just fluctuating a good amount of coins. So obviously next year things are going to be different. But for now, we're going to take advantage of it. We play squads and we're able to win a good amount of coins from it. Now, the reason why we grind squads instead of head to head is because the awards are exactly the same. If you win a Super Bowl tier, if you win a legend Super Bowl in if you win a Super Bowl in the legend tier and head to head, you get the exact same amount of trophies and coins as you do as someone who wins a Super Bowl in legend tier squad. So I'd much rather play with the homies. It's more enjoyable because too much head to head of this game can make it can just drive anyone crazy. All right, so we actually have a good amount of coins from that as well. So we're close to 800K, man. Let's go. And then we have our AJ Brown, which we went ahead and selected. So we're gonna power him up, and he is our 94. So he is gonna be taking over the spot of Devontae Parker. Now you see, this is the item you need when you get this when you finish 35 house rules games. So there we go. We have him done. 94 overall, perfect. And just like my boy Boyer, it sucks that I don't know how to pronounce your name because I appreciate you. I wasn't even thinking about house rules at all, and then you did the comparison. I was like, you sure are right. Like that's perfect. So that's absolutely perfect. So I thought a very long time on who I can use this power up pass with because we're obviously going to get the pass back from when we downgrade Devontae Parker. So I literally looked. I went into the auction house. I looked. Now the thing with the budget squad is that you want to find good value for a good price, right? Which is what we did, right? And then we're able to grind and we're able to update our team. You guys seen I've done solo battles and I'm still gonna do solo battles again this week, and I'm gonna be able to get another 100K, and I'm grinding squads, and I'm still doing videos and doing head to head and stuff like that. So let's take a look at this AJ Brown done one time for the one time. So 94 speed. So I believe he's one slower than Metcalf. He's one slower than Parker, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at the thing here. Actually, no, they're both the same speed. They're both. No, they're not. They're not. Parker is obviously able to get one more speed because he showed me the non-powered up version of Parker, while AJ Brown doesn't have a power up. So, but AJ Brown has almost more everything except speed and strength, and speed is equal. So he's -1 speed, where Devontae Parker would have 95 speed for me with Sprinter. But again, he's not really going to see the ball too much because, again, I mainly use my 1 and 2 spots, not really my third. So, but look, he hits every threshold. Yeah, everything is almost the same as Parker. I'm losing some height, but everything is very identical. And that is definitely a great suggestion. And, we took advantage of that. So, again, I thought long and hard on what the 93 to 94 could really benefit me. And I really feel offensively, something that I'm really missing is a super fast tight end. And the super fast tight end would be like a Waller. I'm talking about like a 94 speed tight end, somewhere like around the lines of that. But those don't really exist. You got 92, 93 speeds, but those guys are super expensive. It took me not long to really realize my weakness when I was playing all those house rules games. And I won 35 and I probably lost about 10. So I played about 45 house rules games and it really showed me, what my weakness is, which is zone. I definitely struggle against zone, and which is why my main account, which is why I prefer Playmaker, because I can just see what zone you're in, just have an underneath route, have a whole bunch of other routes that are going to flood certain sides of the field, and just Playmaker wherever you're not. And I can't do that here. And unfortunately, Stefan Diggs is one shy of getting Playmaker. But that and a fast tight end. Now Cooley's good. Cooley's very good, but he's not as fast as I would like him to be. But for now, he gets the job done. By no means am I looking to spend a bunch on a different tight end when Cooley already gets the job done. A faster tight end would be nice, but Cooley gets the job done. Now, I took a look at that power up pass and I went to every option, right? I looked at 92s. I looked at 93s and 94s. Let's go ahead and power down Parker. I really took a look at D tackles, took a look at corners. I took a look at wideouts. I took a look at running backs. I took a look at everything I could possibly look at when it comes to a 94 overall. And I mean everything. When I say everything, I looked at everything. But there's really no running back 93 to 94 overall that's like severely better than Saquon Barkley. There's just not. Todd Gurley looks good. Like that, there is a redux version of Gurley. And that guy looks really good. But they're the same speed and not that much of a difference. So we're going to go on ahead and we're going to stay with Barkley, right? Now, I look at receivers, and outside of Parker, who I already had, there's nobody that's really like standing out like, man, he's got great speed. He's got everything I need. Parker's one of the fastest. As you guys know, speed is very expensive in Madden. He's one of the fastest wide receivers from the 93 to 94 range that you could possibly get. So, again, I'm looking, and there's really no corners. There's no 93, 94 overall corners that have like great blazing, like stock 94 with the power up that I can get to like 95, 96 speed. Those guys don't exist. So, excuse me. After really looking at my defense, I figured out the change I'm going to utilize this pass on. So, I'm going to be replacing Robert Mathis. Now, I'm going to be replacing Robert Mathis because Hugh Green and Chandler Jones on the outside, those guys. Matter of fact, let me change before I forget. I got to change because I was in squads and I changed my defense to lockdown to accommodate the head coach who needs the extra lockdown. After playing all those house rules, Hugh Green and Chandler Jones on the outside, those guys are really good. Like, really, really, really good. And Mathis did okay. Like, he held his own. Like, by no means was I getting, like, absolutely zero production. I'm like, he's got to go. But he did pretty good. So I'm looking, I was like, you know what? For free, is there a way I could make that spot a little bit better? And I'll be able to sell Mathis and put those coins, towards something else. So then I really looked and I was like, let me just take a look. No D tackle is really worth it. I'd rather have him over any 93, 94 overall D tackle in the game. And then I took a look at someone and I found the person we are going to use this. How did my coins go? Oh, it must have been the Devontae Parker power up. I found the person we're going to get. And the person we are going to get is Julius Peppers. Now, the reason we're getting Julius Peppers is because, again, Mathis did pretty good for us, right? And then I took a look at 94 overall Peppers, who's very, 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 very expensive. We compare him to Robert Mathis, right? So speed is going to be -1, right? Because this is the Redux version of Robert Mathis. This is basically his powered up variation. And Julius Peppers can get +1 everything powered up. So he has +6 strength on him, which is perfect for me moving him to the D tackle. He has +6 block shed. He has +6 power move, and he's going to have +2 finesse move. This guy's going to be an absolute monster and really be that final touch where I feel like I'm going to bring what Mathis was bringing, let's say like an A, because he was doing good, to an A plus. And I feel like that right there is going to make our pass rush a little bit better. And then I could sell Mathis, get more coins, and then probably buy a flat out stud for a third corner that I feel like I've been missing, and then put our defense over the top. So again, I looked everywhere. What possibility? I got a receiver to replace Mathis. A receiver to replace Parker. I now have this 93, 94 power pass. Where can I put it? And I'm like, sheesh, this Peppers looks a lot better than Mathis, and this Mathis does pretty good. I wonder if we should. And that's what we're gonna do. So he is going to be our new D tackle alongside of Chandler Jones and Hugh Green on the outside. And I feel like not only are we upgrading at that position, we are also being able to, for free, because we got the power pass, we're going to be able to sell Robert Mathis. And to me, it's just a win-win. It's an absolute win-win. So we're going to go ahead and get all this stuff back. Excuse me. Okay. Refund. So definitely shout out to my guy. Hit me up on Twitter. I truly appreciate it. I was not happy while I was grinding, but definitely worth it, at the end of the day. So, all right, Mathis is going for 94. We're going to pop him up there for 92K. So we'll pop him up there for 92. What are the chances of this being 92 even for your boy? They hating. All right, so we're going to sell him for 92K, and we're going to be able to power up Peppers pretty much for free. All right, we're going to add him to starter. Excuse me. Hopefully we have enough training. It's 97. Okay, so we need more training. That we can just go on ahead and purchase. I don't think I have any cards. I have some gold cards here. From where, I don't know, but we can definitely sell them. Quick sell them and get some training here. Got some silver cards here, some bronzes. These bronzes are probably 1 training each. Still doesn't give me enough. I'm still going to have to purchase training, but, it's all good. So, we are going to now... Or should I just quick sell Matt? This is... we'll see. Okay, now can I put all of these items in A.J. Brown here? That way I don't have to... Okay, now what do I do with this? You just wrote a point for AFC. Okay, I'm definitely hoping A.J. Brown wins, but, not the end of the day if he doesn't, because, again, I don't see him as being a receiver that we're really going to go on ahead and utilize like that. But, yeah, so we're going to be able to use Peppers at D tackle, and Peppers just looks like a goon, right? And would I spend 215K on him? I wouldn't, because I feel like I can get good production, similar production. Like, let's say in a 10-game season, let's say Peppers gives me 7 sacks, which is great. Let's say Mathis gives me 5. I feel like that's good. I'd much rather buy someone that's, 120K less. Then I could take that 120K less, put elsewhere to strengthen the team. I feel like that's, more worth it. But now, again, we're at a point where the baby upgrades really are no longer an option. There's really no baby upgrades we can do. There's no more a 78 gold, which we can do to a 85, and we're like, okay, that's good. And then eventually we want to turn that 85 into a 90, and that 90 into a 93. We're pretty much there where all our people on the field are all 90s and above, and they're all pretty good ratings. So now when we make an upgrade, if I'm gonna upgrade my left tackle, I'm gonna upgrade from a 91. Now I want to get to, like, when I do get to that point, like a 94 overall, somewhere like along the lines of that. And those guys are all super expensive. At some point, I would love a better running back, because I feel like the only problem with Barkley is his speed. He's got 94 speed. There's been a handful of times where I'm able to take off, hit the open hole. There's nobody in front of me, but then they come into my view. I get tackled from behind, and it's like, it's just, if he had speed, he would be gone. I wouldn't be in this situation, but unfortunately, I got to take what's given to me, and he was, free from the power up pass. So, we're going to take a look. We obviously got a lot of coins that we can go on ahead and utilize and make really significant upgrades. I'm talking about significant. I'm talking about I can go on ahead and get, outside of 2 or 3 corners, I can get any cornerback in the game right now. Like, if I didn't have free Dion, I could get two, team of the year. I mean, this is 50 promo Deons. So now we're really going to take a look, because, again, the only thing that makes me like, that could be an issue is our slot corner. That's the only thing. So we're really going to take a look, and I definitely don't want to spend something wild, but, get something good. That way, we're solid at the top 3 corners. I feel like we're good with our safeties. I do, however, feel like Watkins is a little too slow. Maybe, I mean, his speed looked really good. He had, like, 91 stock. But during the house rules, now I think house rules are played on all Madden, if I'm not mistaken. But he just seemed sluggish. Like, he seemed sluggish. Like, I don't know. I was even thinking about putting um putting someone else like Mika Fitzpatrick at my middle third, and putting Watkins at the purple, because he might be better suited there. And there was just a couple times where he seemed a little too slow. But, outside of that, and really a running back, like, what, we're good. So we are going to power up this peppers as much as we can. We're going to take a look and see what the value of training is, because, if I'm going to spend 80K on getting training, and I'm selling Mathis for 85K or whatever it is, then let's just go on ahead and just quick sell Mathis, because I'm just going to use those coins just to buy training anyways, So, excuse me, we'll take a look. But I'm definitely excited. I know for a fact that this Julius Peppers is going to thrive at the defensive tackle position, 100%. All right, and we also have our MUT rewards pack too, which we're going to open in a sec. Okay, so 83 overall, 93 overall, excuse me, is what Mathis is right now. I just wish you could sort instead of 92. Like, I don't want to see the 92s. Like, show me the 93s. Okay, 90. The cheapest 93 that comes up is excuse me. Still no 93s, still no 93s, still no 93s. Still no 93s. Is John Hanna left guard? Okay. Now, John Hanna, that 93 would cost me 91K. So it's about 90. And Mathis is going for it. Yeah, it just makes sense. We'll just quick sell him, and we'll get our, what is it, 14,400 training or whatever. And then we'll just sit on training for whenever it is we want to do something, right? We'll just have it that way. Whenever we need it, it's there. Now, obviously, I could just go buy a 90 overall card for 30K, 35 or whatever. But it's like, you know what? Let's just sit on the training now. Can we quick sell these? Okay. That way, whenever we need it, I don't have to keep these, right? I don't believe so. Scores many points. Yeah, it doesn't say. It allows us to quick sell it, so we'll get rid of all these. Oh, 100 and... Oh, man, let me know where I can spend it all at one time, please. All right, so again, Mathis is 90. Okay, I already got undercut. 90K. Or do we just buy like a 92, make a little bit of coins? Yeah, well, let's just do that. I know I'll be second guessing myself. Like, let's do this, and then I change it. Like, let's just go on ahead and do that. I mean, really, we get 90K, and even if I buy like a 92 for, 80K, it's like, I still make, 1K. Okay, no, if a 92 is going for 80K, then there's no way, because after taxes, I'm not making that much. 92's got to be cheaper than 80K. Okay, absolutely not. Hell no. Let's go. Robert Mathis, you're just getting quick sold. There's no sense. And that Robert Mathis, for anyone looking for a good person on the edge and even on D tackle, let me tell you, he produced. He was pretty good. Now, Peppers looks even better. So that's why I'm hoping we get, even monstrous production from him, because again, he looks really, really, really good. Even better than Mathis, especially at the D tackle spot where he had a slew of more strength. All right, so there's a power up pass. So we are first going to fix this card art here. Drives me insane when people don't change their card arts and they have that purple on the right, when you can just go and just get rid of it and pick up one of these dope arts. But that's just my OCD right there. We're gonna put him as a Chicago Bear for my guy Lung. Oh, he already have 5 bears, so that actually gives him +1 strength. Let's go. All right, balance. Actually, no, we're not doing balance. Steve, what am I doing? I'm so used to doing balanced offense. It's pass rush we're doing. Okay, we're definitely going to go 1 sprinter on him. And, all right, he is now a 97 overall, man. A 97 overall. This man has 99 finesse move and 95 power move. If that just doesn't scream production, I don't know what will. So we have the sprinter on him. So his strength actually stays the same because of the bear, because he's gaining that 1 strength that he loses from hitting tier 2 of sprinter. He actually gains that back from me having 5 bears. So that's actually clutch, that his strength stays the same. And again, 97 power move, 99 finesse move, 88 speed, 90 excel, 92 strength, 91 block shit. The guy is just an absolute monster. And he completely makes us better at that spot. 100% no debate. Like, he should, I mean, we can't say, let me not say no debate, because some guys just perform nowhere near how good as they look. And like J.J. Watt is unanimously that guy, where he just looks really good on paper, but just never really performs. But I've played with Peppers, the guy I run squads with, Lung. He runs a Chicago Bears team. So he has 50 out of 50, everything on Chicago, and his Peppers is just insane. Now, obviously, I don't have 50 out of 50. I don't have +2 strength and speed, excel, and all that stuff. But I already seen what that Peppers does. So I could, if I get anywhere near that type of production, like, we're in good shape. So definitely hoping he takes our pass rush to the next level. So right here, we get an NFL playoff pack and an 87 or better player. The Legend Rewards were pretty dope. You got that 140K pack, that elite player pack. On my main account, I pulled, and that one pack, you're guaranteed an 84 playoff player or better and like an 87. And I pulled like a 93 that went for like 80K. And I pulled a 93 full bar, Anthony Barr, that I sold for like 92K. So I made decent amount, close to like 200K once I sold everything. So not bad. All right, 87 or higher here. Of course, we're probably going to get the minimum 87. Okay, 91. 91 Dawson Knox, huh? Let's take a look at him though. Hold on, let's compare. Let's compare him to Robert Woods. Oh, he's just better at everything compared to Robert Woods. Doesn't meet the medium threshold though, the medium route running, and that's the most important thing because I would want him on crossers and things like that, and I can't put him on that, so unfortunately we'll sell him. Now, if he had like 89 stock or somewhere like that, then I would have kept him 100%, but we'll end up selling him. It's probably going for like 30K or something like that. We'll take our coins. All right, NFL playoff pack. This is just one playoff player or better. Probably going to be a minimum of 87 because you guys know how these packs be doing. 89. Okay, so an 89 and an 87. We're going ahead and sell these guys, and hopefully they sell pretty quick. Right now, we're good on training. Definitely don't need any training now. Okay, that's going for 21. High 21. This is how I usually remember because my memory is bad. So I'll say to myself, high 21. And to me, high 21 is somewhere like around 21.8, 7, around there. So I know when I undercut, to undercut high 21. So high 21, we'll go, like 21.6 right there. And then if I'm like middle, that's like 4 or 5. And if I'm like low, then I know to undercut like, very, very, very low. All right, let's see what my boy Knox is going for. 47. See, that's high 47. So we're going to undercut with like a medium 47. So we're going to go medium 47. And we got almost 800K, boys. That's wild. That is wild. That right there can get us a lot of things. A lot of things. And again, there's not really too many things where I'm like, it's a must have. Now, again, obviously, we can improve at everything, right? We can improve on my O-line. We can improve at the running back spot. I'm not really worried about fullback. He's never really going to see the field. We can improve on my slot corner. And also the other corners. Like Snead is good. Snead is actually very good. But he's a 93 speed, and maybe I can get someone. If I can get all 5 guys like 94 speed minimum, then I would feel like that's like, okay, that's really, really, really good. Right now, I don't have Sprinter on AJ Terrell, and he's my user. So, a couple things I feel like I need for sure. A slot corner, and I'm getting that team of the year kicker. I'm getting the team of the year kicker, and if I could get the kicker, punter, and slot corner, I'm happy. I am. I really am. If I can get the team of the year kicker, punter, and slot corner, I'm happy. Now, you guys know I talk about, I only have one kicker, man. I can't even get rid of him until I get another kicker. One thing that I talk about all the time, what's important is field position, kicker and punter. I always say, that's got to be a snipe, right? 600 coins, let me hold that. Oh, they hating. They hating. I bet you someone on the phone that probably got it, huh? Probably could have made like a K off of that. We'll just buy this kicker. That way I can auction Bass. And then when I get my other kicker, we'll go ahead and we'll sell this gold kicker here. But yeah, first year, every single time when I'm building a fresh new team, who's the best kicker, who's the best punter, I need them on my team because field position is very important. If I go on ahead and if I can kick a field goal as soon as I hit the 42-yard line, that's irreplaceable. It is. There's 50 receivers in the game that can do what Stephon Diggs do. There's 50 cornerbacks in the game that can do what Denzel Ward can do. There's 50 quarterbacks in the game that can do what Patrick Mahomes can do. There's so many options. There's only one kicker in the game that can kick 42 no wind. There's only one. Let me get him on my team every single time, no debate. 100%. 100%. And if I can flip field, eventually I wanted to get another punter. If I can flip field, if I'm punting from, my 20-yard line, and if I could punt to the other 20-yard line, I need that. I need you to have a long field. It's very important. What I've always said on Twitter, like, people don't understand that to me, a kicker is one of the most valuable things in Ultimate Team. I would much rather have this Patrick Mahomes and the best kicker in the game than have that new Deshaun Watson who looks wild and Morton Anderson. Because Morton Anderson has 89 kick power, right? But the new kicker has 94. Oh no, 96, excuse me. I'll wait. Like, I see people, to me, they build their team all wrong. I'll look and they'll have a 450K quarterback. But then their kicker is a 83 overall base elite, and they're having to go for it on 4th and 7 on the 37-yard line because their kicker doesn't have the leg to kick it. But it's like, if you invested in the right kicker, like, now you're not getting any points, and that's no, I can't leave points on the board. Absolutely not. I refuse. When I first started the team, someone said, wow, GS really built his team around that kicker. He made sure he got that kicker. 100%. 100%. Now, the punter I could do without. Don't get me, I could do without the punter. The punter isn't the most necessary thing. Nowhere near as valuable, in my opinion, as the kicker. But when I got to this point, it's like, let me get the kicker and punter, because to me, it's just, it's a must. It's an absolute must. So I'm thinking both the kicker and punter are probably like 700K, somewhere like around there total. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh! Oh, kicking field goals from the 42. From the 42. Oh, let me get it. Yes. Yes, please. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Where's the punter? He's got to be cheaper than 250, right? All right, 258. We'll go on ahead and we'll buy him. And that right there leaves me with 383. And again, this just speaks to the value I have in special teams. Everything changes depending on, your ability to, kick. Okay, he can only have one. So we're going to go focus kicker. Last year, they was able to get both. But this year, they're like, nope, you only get one. And we don't need focus or anything like that on our punter. Our bass sold. So now, when it comes to special teams, again, if I have wind in my favor, I'm kicking from the 43, 44, 45, depending how strong that wind is. Bass, again, can kick from the 40 no wind. You can make it from the 41, but you got to hit that tippity top red of the meter. You barely scrape it in, and there's no wind. Where this kicker can probably do 43 no wind, and yes, give me that all day, every day. It'll win me more games than I can think of. Like, oh snap, I'm at the 40-yard line. There's 3 wind against me. I can make it because I have Jason Sanders. Where if I had Bass or any other kicker in the game, I can't make it. So again, there's 100 escape artists, gunslinger quarterbacks. There's 100 route tech receivers. There's 100 edge threat, inside stuff guys. But there's only one kicker in the game who has the most kick power. And yes, absolutely. Let me get him 10 times out of 10. All right. So now we have our kicker. We have our punter. And I was expecting to spend a whole lot more. I thought they were going to be like 320 or something like that a pop. For them to be 250, oh, that's great. Now, that allows us to go on ahead and really, really, really look at getting someone valuable as our third corner. Someone like of Denzel Ward's capabilities, someone really, really, really glitchy. So let's just take a look at corners. Just take a look at 96s. I know like Rod Woodson, okay, Xavier Howard, all these guys are here. Now I run man abilities though, so I would prefer, like, of course I would want this Xavier Howard. Are you kidding me? I would absolutely freaking love him. 94 speed, he'll have 95 when I put one sprinter on him. 96 press, good man, good jump. But because he's his own archetype, his deep KO would be 3 instead of 2. Slot archetype, I think. Whoo, he'll have 96 speed. He's 5'9" though. I don't like that height. I'm going to be honest. Not a fan of the height. Not a fan of 5'9". I mean, height doesn't really matter like that, but not a fan of 5'9". We could get this Rod Woodson though. It's like, you know what? This is all about trying new guys and stuff like that. I don't know if the slot archetype though gets it for. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sign out. We're gonna go to our. No, no, no. They do. They do. They do. They absolutely should, because I have Rod Woodson on my team with deep, and I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna get the 5'9" guy who's really, really, really little, but he's we want to get new guys. He definitely fits the criteria with all his attributes. His attributes look amazing. So quality, we'll go back to 96, 97. Now we didn't just get a slot corner. This right here might move Denzel Ward into our slot. Okay, we're gonna go Broncos. See if anyone has a cheaper card for like 24 hours or so. Nope. So 255, we're gonna get Bryce Callahan. And I'm ecstatic. We just got Julius Peppers over Mathis, which is definitely an upgrade. Not that big of an upgrade though, but it definitely is an upgrade. It's not the upgrade like we're doing from freaking what's his name, from Darius Phillips to Bryce. That's not it's not that type of upgrade, because my guy Bryce is going to be able to have plus 1 speed on him. And but you just look at everything else: man coverage, play rec, jump. Everything else is just so much more phenomenal. I mean, press. If I want to shade underneath for a press to try and hold him at the line, everything just looks phenomenal with this guy. Everything. It's just his height is a little low, but we'll work with it. Definitely excited to bring him on the team. So we're gonna go pass rush on him, right? And then we definitely want sprinter. Okay, and then on him we want to go deep, because that's 2. And then do we go deep and medium? We'll take a look. We'll take a look and see what I got on Phillips. I might have just what you call it on him, but I definitely prefer. It's personal preference. Some people, when it comes to man ability, some people love one step ahead. I prefer the KOs. I just feel like they do such a terrific job at. You just have to game plan differently. Either way, when you get matched up against either one, you have to game plan differently, because one step aheads are vicious. But I think the KOs are just on another level. All right. So now we have Callahan here, and pass rushes. Okay. Let's take a look at them. Okay. 94 press, 96 speed, 97 excel. Now I do sort by speed, so it really doesn't matter where I line him up. He's going to be on the second fastest guy, because Dion, I believe, is faster than him. I possibly could start working on a little bit of lockdown. Could maybe get like one lockdown done. What's tier one of lockdown? Catch, +1 zone, +1 press. I have 4 over, right? I have 4 over, and that 4 can go to zone, and then I could have someone here, and that would be 5, and that would be +1 zone. But I don't really run zone like that much. I'm primarily in man to man, so we'll keep it as is now. Okay, so we have AJ Terrell. Now I think, do we get rid of Terrell and I user Phillips? I'm giving up on height, but I'm a lot more faster. +2 speed is definitely pretty good. That's just gonna have me. There was a couple times in House Rules where I just wasn't fast enough with Terrell to get there. Like just scraping my fingertips when I'm trying to, catch the interception to the side. Where if I had a little bit more speed, I would have gotten it. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna replace Terrell, and we're gonna use our Phillips there. We're gonna keep Snead. So I definitely like my boy's need for Snead over there. So I feel like our user got a little better. We're now at 93 overall. I don't know if that is what it was before. We're now at a 93 overall. We got a monstrous peppers there. So now, okay, so we have deep and medium, deep and medium, deep and medium. And he has, well, my user, I don't need anything on my user, so we'll take medium off. Leaves me with 128K left. We'll see. We'll see what we'll think about doing with that. Okay, Callahan. We definitely want Callahan with a X factor. So medium. I don't need anything in my user. That leaves me with 1 AP left. So what's the one I have on Snead? Medium. Yeah, because he's going to be at the strong safety spot, and he's going to be more likely guarding a running back or tight end, and they're more than likely on a medium route. More than likely. So we'll go medium here as well. That way our KOs are active. Anywhere the guy they're guarding, any route that is, I should go bottleneck, honestly, instead of universal coverage. That's what I think we're going to do. We're going to go bottleneck. Because bottleneck is pretty much bench press as an X factor, except you're not draining the fatigue with it, but you're getting that style press. The thing with universal coverage is that universal coverage is short, medium, and deep route KO all in one. Like, you throw the ball their way and they're just gonna knock the ball away from you. And but we already have those KOs active. So it's like you don't want to have bench press and bottleneck as the X factor, because believe me, I've been there, done literally no difference, no help. Like, you're not gonna sit here and super jam somebody. It's pointless. It's no sense. So I was thinking about it the other day. It was like, there's really no need for me to have universal and for me to have all these knockouts, because they do the exact same thing. Like, there's no point. Okay, yeah, Snead, because he's not I can't get deep and medium on him, because on my main team I rock four deep and mediums. I can't really do that because of Snead can't get both. At least I don't believe he does. Let me double check. Because I could just take the double or nothing off. But I know he can get deep there, but then he can't get medium here. Yeah, so we'll just keep him with the medium. And then we'll keep the one double or nothing. Because the one double or nothing can definitely create some havoc for us. 100%. Okay, so we definitely got upgraded huge cornerback wise. Feel like our pass rush got a little better. Definitely liking our safeties. I feel like we're good. I definitely feel like we are good. On offense, like where we are. I would love a little bit of a faster running back. Like I would like who I would love honestly the most is Kamara. Because Kamara, one, he gets backfield master for one, which is such a slept on ability. Backfield master is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Um, and Kamara break tackle is like super high. Like Kamara is just a goon, bro. Like Kamara is so good. Kamara is so freaking good. You know what else I was thinking too? Joey Bosa, he gets both 99 power move and 99 finesse move with 50 out of 50 pass rush. That's wild, ain't it? That's wild. And he has all the traits and stuff like that too. But again, that's when you got it like that. When you got it like that, I could have Bosa and all these other goons and stuff like that. But for now, we'll settle with, Chandler with the power ups and training and stuff like that. Um, you know who I've never used too? It's like I kind of want to get people too that I've never used before also. That Arian Foster looks really good. So does this Dalvin Cook though. 250, and I'm not too far off. If I could get this next week, and he would be plus one speed because he'll have 95. That Dalvin Cook looks really good. That Dalvin Cook looks really good. And I was like, we could possibly power him up, but he has a limited earlier on in the year, where it's like, they tend to boost up the guys with no power up because they know you don't get those plus ones usually. Okay, this guy has the exact same speed as Barkley, so he would be 94 speed. But he is a receiving back though, so he gets backfield master for one. Well, we'll see. The big, huge upgrades I would want to make now is running backs and a running back and a tight end. A faster running back and a faster tight end. It's my next goal. Like this Shaun Alexander would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Because then he'll have 96 speed with one sprinter and whew. Man, if I could get him and Waller, but we're going to have to grind. We're going to have to grind, and it's definitely possible. Because I definitely would love Waller too. Because Waller, 92 speed, 93 was sprinter. It's like, I need that. I need that. I need that. Yeah, but hopefully you guys enjoyed, man. We went ahead and got a free peppers. We also got our massive upgrade in special teams with the kicker and punter, and a massive upgrade in our slot corner. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how we do. Now I know today's full game, but we was grinding all day and I'm a little tired, so I don't see me playing a full game today. But we should have that tomorrow. If you guys made it this far in the video, leave hashtag kickers matter because they do. I promise you. I promise you. As soon as I'm kicking field, when you thought you stopped me from getting points, when you thought I was coming away empty-handed that drive, but then I booted from the 43-yard line, oh, you're going to be heated. When you thought you stopped me and I'm on my 25 and you're like, I'm going to have sure field, oh, no, you thought. because we booting it all the way to yo 15. You got yourself a long way to go. So now kicker, punter, special teams out the way. Don't got to worry about it. Fully maxed out. In love it. Extremely happy with that. Extremely happy with our slot corner, and we got somebody new. So that's what I would like to try and do. This is my first time using Fitzpatrick, Hugh Green, Chandler Jones, Julius Peppers, this Denzel Ward, this Bryce Callahan. I have Dion because he's the best free card I could get because my team was extremely slow. Willis over there at safety. My first time using Chris Cooley. My first time using Mahomes, Diggs, Barkley. Well, not Diggs. I got Diggs on my other team. Metcalf, AJ Brown. Because these are other guys that I never had. So these are guys I'm using for the first time, and like I'm excited, man. That's what makes it so much fun is being able to use different people. It's your boy Jess. We're gonna go on to signing out. Appreciate the love and support as always. Until next time, peace.